Well, what about Shepard? She's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of her life.
Military service runs in the family. Both her parents were in the Navy.
She proved herself during the Blitz, held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
She's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question her courage.
Humanity needs a hero, and Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They call it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilizations of the galaxy call it Mass Effect! Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my new Let's Play. Yes, this is Mass Effect, well Mass Effect 1, or just Mass Effect, the first game of one of my all-time favourite game series. I'm so excited for this one. I've been planning it for at least a few months, getting shit sorted for it, and I'm well excited for it. I'm just chipping in now because this game is fully voiced, I'm going to keep quiet during cutscenes, and there'll be a lot of cutscenes in this first episode, so it'll be a while before you see me, so I'm just basically popping in to say hi, and then just telling you, sit back, enjoy the show, and let's get on with it. I'll see you in a bit.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence. We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Board is green. Approach run has begun. Relay. 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story, but only an idiot believes the official story.
You always expect the worst.
Well, bad feelings are an occupational hazard. But we don't go anywhere unless there's a good reason, so what are we doing here?
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Well, definitely a lot to think about there. Crazy ships jumping halfway across the galaxy and all sorts of stuff. I love this game. I'm going to say that a lot during this, but yeah, one thing you'll notice is the conversation system. It's one of the most unique aspects of this game because you get to kind of choose everything you say, but it's kind of actually unique, as in, like, it's not just, like, read out by the game, like, just exactly as you say it. What you enter kind of suggests what is kind of similar to what Shepard says, but it's not word for word the same, which is quite nice. Generally, you'll notice the kind of, on the wheel, on options to the right, nicer options tend to be towards the top, nastier options tend to be towards the bottom, and then options on the right-hand side will advance the conversation, while as those on the left-hand side will kind of explore it some more. It's just worth pointing that out now. But anyway, we've made it up to the bridge, so let's speak to the commander. Not commander, the captain.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it, really?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
What's the payload, Captain?
A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Are we expecting trouble?
I'm always expecting trouble.
There's more, Shepard. Nihilus isn't just here for the beacon. He's also here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. It just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
And so here we are on the surface of Eden Prime, even with our team. So, how does this game control? You kind of move around and you have basically weapons are drawn with R, you can zoom in with L, shoot at things, and basically, I'll talk a bit more about classes later, but the class I've selected has access basically to a couple of powers, and then also, as you can see, pistols that we've got, and sniper rifles that I'm kind of going to equip up at the moment. I'll kind of talk through all the combat stuff as and when it becomes appropriate. For now, we basically, as I said, the objective is to secure the beacon, so let's go on and do that. Okay, so first bit of combat. It's as simple as point and shoot. You'll notice in the bottom left is you don't have ammo in this game, you just have weapons overheating. If you fire too much too rapidly, they overheat. Snipers are really annoying early in the game, so this can be fun. I'm not really bad at aiming. It pulls against you, it kind of, your scope wanders, like, right, that's everything taken care of. If I just hold L, I'm not using the right stick at all, that's just naturally happening, so you kind of have to work against that. But anyway, Private Jenkins, let's investigate.
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, man.
So we've got various things for that. We've got experience, as you can see in the bottom right. We also got Paragon points. This game tracks basically how naughty and how nice you are. It's like Santa. So basically, every time you do a bad action, or a kind of unpleasant one, oh, dear me, then you gain a Renegade point, and doing a positive action gains you a Paragon point, or a number of them. And basically, your balance of... Well, that's an interesting point, actually. There's not a balance with them. Like, there are in other games, there's not a balance of, like, your morality is based on how evil you are, plus how good you are. Actually, it's to do with you have kind of separate tracks, so you can do dickish things occasionally and they don't kind of besmirch your character forever and vice versa. But we've got to level up, so it's a quick time, I think, to look at skills. Because we have a lot of skills. Pistols, sniper rifles, tactical armor, fitness, electronics, dampening, decryption, first aid, infiltrator, charm, intimidate. Got 6 points actually, so I'm going to put 3 into charm, which basically opens up kind of, it gets you stuff for cheaper and opens up additional conversation options, which I'll talk about more later. And then I'm going to put 3 into pistols. I only really have access to pistols and sniper rifles as weapons. I can use the other 2 types, assault rifles and shotguns, but I'm not trained in them to the point where you can't really aim with them and they're wildly inaccurate. So I'm not really going to be using them at all. I'm only going to use the ones I'm actually trained in. Mostly sniper rifles, except unless I'm at close range, and then it'll be pistols. But otherwise, I quite like the snipers on this. You can see there I fired too quickly in succession, so now you have to wait for your gun to cool all the way down before you can shoot it again. It can be kind of bad. You have health underneath that, and then the blue thing next to it is your shields, which you can see kind of slowly regenerates. Your health doesn't regenerate. You have to use Medigel, which is that flashing thing on the right of your health thing that we've got 4 of. They're kind of limited, but your shields will always just recharge by themselves. Anyway, let's continue onwards. So, got some new enemies, and now will be a good time to talk about powers. Basically, you saw, if I press the left bumper, then I bring up the weapon wheel, which kind of lets you select them. But using the right bumper, also pauses time and brings up the power wheel. You can control powers for yourself or for anyone in your squad, so I can use Kaidan, my kind of squad mate's powers, if I want, but I kind of tend to let them do their own thing. My powers that I've got at the moment are Sabotage, which basically overheats their weapon so they can't use it for a bit and burns them a little bit, or Overload, which breaks their shields and causes a bit of an explosion. So let's try Overload on this Geth Trooper. And you can see from its health on the top, the shields go down instantly, and it's dead now because I shot it. And I think they took the other one out as well, so awesome. Let's talk to this woman we've saved.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
Move out!
So we've gained a squad mate in Ashley Williams. Nice that we... poor Jenkins replaced him so quickly. Anyway, there's some little things here. There's an upgrade kit, which has some upgrades in it, and a crate, which contains some armour. So might as well take a little chance to kind of go through that. Normally I'm not going to change my equipment up on screen because I tend to do it a lot, so I'll just kind of do it off screen between episodes. But as you can see, it compares... If you're looking at a piece of item of stuff in your inventory, it kind of compares them here. So the one on the right is better at everything, so I think we'll equip that. I don't really like this early armor. The kind of Scorpion that we've got, it's technically the best one we've got hold of, but I just don't like the style. It's weird and leopard print. But we can do armor, and then we can also... We haven't got any weapons to choose from, but we can add, because we picked up 2 weapon upgrades. So basically we can modify what am I trying to say? Modify the ammunition in our weapon. So we've got the choice of hammerhead rounds, which does like more physical force, and armor-piercing rounds, which do extra damage to synthetics. We'll go for that, because we're fighting robots. These kind of cybernetic-y things that are the Geth, so that's cool. You can also do like equipment for your squad mates, but I'm only ever going to do them off-screen. So, let's continue on down towards the dig sites. This will be a little chance as well here to talk about cover, because basically the game's trying to tell me about it anyway here. And because basically you can hide behind things like that. With low cover, you can press the left stick in to kind of crouch behind it. When you're hidden behind something like that, pressing the aim basically like pops you out of cover and zooms in, which is quite nice. You can also, if you're in combat, holding A does what's called storming, which is what that was there, and kind of runs in. You only have a limited kind of meter with which you can do that. Where's this other one? Oh, there we go. There's the third one. When I find sniper rifles really useful, especially when you've essentially got unlimited ammo like we have. So I don't tend to use my powers that much in the early game. I will be using them more as we go on, though, and as we get to kind of harder things. So the crate here, which got a new sniper rifle and a new pistol. Excellent. And if we investigate the dig site...
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Change of plans, Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
That was just Nihilus on the radio, just thought I'd kind of let you hear that a little bit. I've changed up the equipment a little bit, just in a brief break there. But if we just go up here...
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh God, you're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
So, we come across another enemy, and these are quite a disturbing one. We saw earlier that guy getting kind of stabbed by one of these spikes, and clearly they turn you into these things, which are husks. Overload tends to be pretty effective against them, as do any kind of... Well, There's 3 types of attack on this. There's kind of combat, which is weapons and stuff. There's tech, which are kind of my stuff. And then there is biotic. Biotic is essentially kind of psychic powers. They explain it in-game, like how that happens, and I'll explain that later. But Kaidan has some mild biotics, so I'm going to use throw on this thing. Biotic powers are very effective against husks. They can just kind of like throw them around, so that's kind of like worth knowing. I'm using the pistol at the moment because obviously close range is not best for sniper rifles. So did a bit of a sabotage there. Burnt him for a little bit of damage, but husks don't really have a weapon, so haven't really got... can't really kind of disable them much. If we go in here now, there's crate, which got some stuff in it, and crate that's got some more stuff in it. That one just had a grenade and some Omnigel, which I'll talk about Omnigel now actually, because if we try and open this door, it's locked. So you can either use a certain amount of Omnigel to override it automatically, or you can do a manual one where basically you just have to press the buttons that appear on screen as they appear on screen. And when we open it up, oh, we got a level up, but also...
Humans, thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you, I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
So, bit of kind of information on Eden Prime there and like the attack. Here's one of the cool things about Mass Effect though. It allows you a lot of choice to do things. So if we talk to Dr. Manuel, who's clearly not quite right in the head...
You're wasting your time. The age of humanity is over. Our extinction is inevitable.
One of the options we have is time to shut you up. I'm not going to select it, but basically, if you were to select it, this is what would happen.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
The darkness is coming. The end is near. You can't...
Oh my God! What did you do?
That was a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
It was only a matter of time till he did something crazy and dangerous.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
So, fantastic though that is, I don't want to do that because, like I mentioned earlier, that generates renegade points, and I'm going to generally try and be a kind of relatively paragon, so kind of good Shepard on this. So I kind of don't want to go around punching random doctors in the face. But anyway.
Saren.
Nihlus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.